Hello students, in the previous class we learned what exactly the pseudocode, how it is different from flowchart and the algorithm. Okay, so today we will see some of the examples. So I have given the title as pseudocode examples. Okay, so it is very easy, which is improved version of say algorithm. Okay, we will see one by one. So here there is a problem. Say it may be an algorithm. Okay, so add two numbers program, pseudocode algorithm. So what you can say is it stands in between the algorithm and the program, the pseudocode algorithm, which stands between the actual algorithm and the program. So maybe written in C language or the Java, C++, whatever it may be, in high level language. So high level language program and the algorithm. So in between that, so there will be pseudocode. Okay, so which looks like code itself. Okay, say here there is a problem like add two numbers, pseudocode algorithm for this. So what is that? That will start or say begin, and this is end. So from here to here it is our code area or code range. Okay, so number s1 s2 sum means in this program we need three variables. If you go for any programming language for writing the program, so we need three variables: s1 for the first number, s2 for the second number. The variable name may be different, say AB, XY or N1, N2, like that. Here we have taken S1 and S2 as the two numbers, and this is nothing but a sum. This is one more variable in which the sum is going to be calculated and obtained. Okay, so in order to find the sum, first what we need to do is, so we need to input S1 and S2, of course, but if you want to input, so you should input S1 and S2 values interactively, means from the user itself. So this output message, or of course you can say print, input number 1, it will prompt the user to input number 1. Then user will input like say 10. So as soon as the user input 10, the computer again prompts the user to input number 2. Then say user will input say 20 using the keyboard, of course. Then when user inputs both S1 and S2 values, then sum equal to S1 plus S2. Sum equal to S1 plus. So this is nothing but a formula. Okay. So sum equal to S1 plus S2. So as I have told in the last class, so S1 and S2 values will be combined like 10 plus 20, that is 30. 30 will be formed first or obtained first. So that 30 will be assigned to sum. Okay, then sum means 30 will be displayed. So task is over, the given task is over, or given the problem is over. So end. So which looks like programming code like C or C++, Java, but it is not exactly. If you type the commands as it is in the C or C++ or Java, it gives lot of errors, but it is called pseudocode. Okay, so it is nearer to coding of in particular programming language. So this is a simple example, add two numbers program using pseudocode algorithm. Okay, fine. Similarly, we will see one more. So find area and perimeter of a square. Okay, if it is say square means what? All sides will be equal, isn't it? All sides will be equal. So this equal to this equal to this equal to this. Okay, so begin. Number means these are the variables, say len. Area and perimeter, these two will be calculated. So you are going to input the length. So this may be say 10. If it is 10, then again this will also 10, it will also 10, and it will, because it is square, isn't it? Say all sides length will be same. So we will input only one side value. Input len. So after inputting the len value, say 10, then we are going to find the area. Area equal to len into len. So that means 10 into 10, that is 100. That is 100. So in area 100 is stored or assigned. Then perimeter, len into 4. 10 plus 10 plus 10 plus 10. So len into 4 means 10 into 4 is nothing but 40. 40 is its perimeter. 100 is nothing but it is the area of the square. Okay. Then output perimeter. So these two have been calculated, and after area and perimeters are calculated or opted, so we will display these two things and say end. This is begin and this is end. Generally we will say start and end, start and stop in algorithm, but in the pseudocode we will say begin and end. So number means len, area, perimeter, these should be numeric value. Number means len, area, perimeter, these three variables should be of numeric type. So we will say number it is. Okay. Similarly we will see one more. Find area of circle using radius. Using radius. Say begin. So the code will start. Number R and area. R for radius, area to be calculated. R for radius. So input R means you will input the R value. Say it is 5. R value is say 5. Then we are going to find the area of square using the formula. 3.142 or 3.14 is nothing but pi value, pi into R into R. So in order to say multiplication, say for multiplication we are going to use asterisk symbol, not x. Okay. So x is character. So we are using this one. Addition ige plus, subtraction ige minus, multiplication ige so asterisk symbol, and for the division it is forward slash. Okay. So these are the four operators used for basic arithmetic operations. Okay. After finding the area by using 3.14 into 5 into 5. So 5 into 5 is nothing but 25. 3.14 or 142 into 25. So that's how much. So that will be the area. Then after obtaining the value of area, so we will display the area. So only this much is asked. So find the area of circle using the radius. So we will find the radius. So today we are going to learn lot of examples with the pseudocode itself. Okay. So this may be one. We will see one more. Swap two numbers or two variables with using temporary variable. So what do you mean by swap? Swap means interchange. Swap means interchange. Interchange. So what do you mean by interchange? Say A will be having one particular value and B will be having another value. Say A is having 10 and B will have the 20. Okay, of course A equal to 10, B equal to 20. So after swapping it, so this 10 will be here and this 20 will be here. Means 10 and 20 will be interchanged. Means A equal to 20, B equal to 10. So after swapping means interchanging. So in order to interchange two variables values, so we need to take one more temporary variable. So here the C is temporary variable. In A and B there are 10 and 20 respectively. It is inputted or assigned, of course. C equal to A equal to B, B equal to C. So what we are going to do is simply in C equal to A. A means what? 10. A is 10. So we are storing the A value into C. A value into C. In the next step what we are going to see, A equal to B means in A earlier it was 10. So we are storing the B value in A. So A equal to B in the sense A equal to 20. So a value is now overwritten, but a value is not lost. A value ಇನ್ನೂ ಇದೆ, ಎಲ್ಲಿದೆ ಅದು? a value c ದಲ್ಲಿದೆ. c equal to a ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದಕ್ಕೆ a ದಲ್ಲಿರೋ 10 ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ c ದಲ್ಲಿ ಇದೆ. ಇವಾಗ ಏನಾಗಿದೆ, a equal to b ಅಂತ ಕೂಡಲೇ b ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಎಷ್ಟು? 20 is assigned to a. ಸೊ a ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ is overwritten, ಅಂದರೆ 10 ಇರೋದು ಓವರ್ ರೈಟ್ ಆಗಿ 20 ಆಯಿತು. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ b equal to c. b equal to a ಅಲ್ಲ, b equal to c. c means what? 10. b equal to c. c means a's old value. a's old value is now stored in c. So b equal to c ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ವಿ. So b equal to 10 ಬಂತು. So after that you can see, of course c is having 10, a equal to 20 and b equal to 10. So we'll display once again value of a, that is 20, value of b plus ಅಂದರೆ ಜಾಯಿನ್ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ. So it is 10. So a is having 20 value, b is having the value 10. So this is nothing but swapping. So I always used to say swapping means there will be two container, of course. Okay, you will have two container. Okay, so this will be okay, filled with say milk, and it will be with say water. Okay, so what you need to do is, this is glass 1 and this is glass 2. In glass 1 there is milk, in glass 2 there is water. So what you need to do is, so milk should come here and similarly the water should come here. Simultaneously we cannot do this. Simultaneously we can't do this, because those will be mixed. If you like to do this, those will be mixed. Okay, so what you are going to do is, you will take one more glass. You will take one more glass. So that is c. Means you are going to take dummy variable or temporary variable. So that is c. Okay, so before this c will not have any value. So you are storing a value into c, so that c equal to 10. Similarly, glass 1 content means we will put milk here, so that this will become empty. Then what we will do is, in the second step, first step we will put the or the milk here, and next from glass 2 whatever content is water, so we will put here inside, put into this. So now the glass 1 will have the water and glass 3 will have so milk. This is second step. In the third step we will pour this one into glass 2 which is empty. So milk will be here and water will be here, and lastly finally it will be again empty. So this is a technique or the logic how you can swap or interchange or exchange the values of two variables. Say once again, a is 10 and b is 20. So if you display a and b, so it will be 10 and b equal to 20. So this is nothing but this is a procedure to swap. Simple 3 steps using temporary variable. C equal to a equal to b and b equal to c. Okay, c equal to a equal to b and b equal to c. So if you say c equal to a, b equal to c, then a equal to b, then it is wrong again. So this is sequence of step. This is nothing but a sequence of steps. C equal to a means a value will be assigned to c. A equal to b means b value will be assigned to a. Then c value will be assigned to b, or b will receive the value of, or b will be assigned with the c value. So these 3 steps will be sequentially executed, okay, in order to perform swapping or interchange. Okay, this is fine. So similarly, using the third variable, similarly without taking the third variable, we can also perform the swapping. That is how a equal to a plus b, a equal to a plus b. Here if a is 10 and b equal to 20, if a is 10 and b equal to 20, So a equal to 10 plus 20. That is how much? 30. A is 10 and B is 20. So A equal to A plus B means A is already having 10 value, B is 20. So 10 and 20 will be added to produce 30. So A will be having value 30. A is 30 now. Next step, B equal to A minus B. So B equal to A minus B means what? A minus B. You have to subtract B from A. So A is how much? A is 30 now. A is not 10 now. A is upgraded. Okay. A is now 30 minus B. B is how much? B is 20. B value is 20, but A is now 30. So 30 minus 20 is 10. It is 10. So now B becomes 10. What about A again? A equal to again A minus B. A is how much? A is 30 only. What is B? New B value is now 10. Previous value was 20, but now B is having 10. So 30 minus 10, that is nothing but 20. A is 20, B is 10. So in this particular case, we have not taken the third variable. So in order to swap, you can use one of these two methods. Either previous method, like taking the or using the temporary variable or dummy variable like C equal to A, B equal to B and B equal to C, or you can use this one. We can take any of one of the methods. Okay. Then after that, so you will display 10. So sorry, A will be 20 and B will be say 10. In both examples, so we will have the exchanged value as the our output. So but the method of swapping is little different. Okay. Next one. So here in this there is a beginning. Enter your age for driving license. So output age will display say. So if age is, so we are going to use the control structure. If age is greater than or equal to 16, then you can take driving license. If your age is not greater than or equal to 16, like 14 or 15 or 10, so then you can't take driving license. This is else. So in order to use if statement, you can directly use like this. Even in algorithm, we are going to use the condition like this one only. But in the pseudocode, it is most or more clear about if condition, this is condition, then output one particular message, else output another message, and say end if. Then end means here it is begin and end. So you will input the age. Okay. Next you will display the age. Okay. Next you will check the age, whether age is greater than or equal to 16, exactly 16 or more than 16. If it is like that, then it will display this message, means this part will be executed. Otherwise, suppose if it is 14 or 15, if the age value age is 15 or 14 or less than that, then so control will come to this particular part and it will execute this segment or section. Okay, this is about simple if. Okay, check a number is positive or negative. So again you have done this one. So begin, so you will take one number, that is num as your variable. Output enter a number. You will prompt the or computer will prompt you to enter a number. Okay, so you will input num. Okay, next if num is greater than 0, then output enter number is positive. Else again if num is less than 0, then enter number is negative. Sometimes exactly 0 may be there, so then enter number is 0. Else if number is not greater than 0, if number is not less than 0, that means the number is must be equal to 0. If a number is not greater than 0 and not less than 0, means it should be 0 only. So else entered number is 0. And end is nothing but begin and end. So this is how you can check the number for positive or negative. Okay. Similarly, here there is another example. Okay. In order to find which one is big or highest one among 3 variables, say num1, num2, num3, or say ABC. Okay. So this is nothing but a line which declares 3 variables, num1, num2, num3, and you will input the values num1, num2, num3. So maybe 1, 3 and 2. 1, 3 and 2. So it may be in any format. So num1 may be big, num2 may be big, num3 may be big. So we can't say, because it depends upon the user. Okay. If num1 is greater than num2, here condition is that if num1 greater than num2 and num1 is greater than num3, means num1 value is greater than num2 and greater than num3. First number is greater than second number and third number, then definitely output num1, that is higher. It is highest value. Else means otherwise. We'll check again whether num2 is greater than num3. So here, if num1 is not greater than num2 and num1 greater than num3, sometimes what happens? Num1 is greater than num2. This may be true or this may be true. Or if any one condition becomes false, then control comes to this particular point. Okay, if this is false, say if this is false, then if num2 is greater than num3, then num2 is high. Otherwise, say num3 is highest. Otherwise, say num3 is highest. Okay, so you can give one more here. Num2 is greater than num1 and num2 is greater than num3. So you can put both the conditions like here only. So then num2 is higher. Otherwise, if this is not true, then num3 must be higher than the num1 and num2. So this is how you can compare num1, num2, num3. So you can compare 3 numbers. So like this. So it may be 1, 3 and 2. Say 1, 3 and 2. 1 greater than 3? No. 1 greater than 2? No. So condition is false. So it comes to here. Num2 greater than num3? 3 is greater than 2? Yes. Then so in this case 1, 3, 2, num2 is higher. Okay. So it will display this message, this output statement. Okay. Similarly, print numbers from 1 to 100. So like this, or in order to perform the execution like this, so we are going to use the loops. Loops are nothing but repetitions. Okay, in the last class about pseudocode we said repetition. So we need to repeat some of the statements execution again and again. So in order to do the particular task. Say begin here. So variable number counter, and we are varying the counter value from 1 to 100 as you have. So for counter, for is command, okay, loop command. Counter initial value is 1 and counter last value is 100, and each time, step 1 means what? Each time this counter value will be incremented by 1. So initially it will be 1, next it will be 2, next it will be 3, in next round it is 4, like that in last round it will be 100. Okay, each time counter value will be incremented by 1. Initially counter is assigned to 1, or it is initialized to 1. So in the first round it will be 1, in the second round its counter value will be 2, in next round it will be 3, like 4, 5, 6, like that up to 100. When counter value becomes 101, then this loop terminates. End for. Okay, so if it is 1, output counter, so 1 will be printed. Next round I will be 2, sorry, counter will be 2, 2 will be printed. Next counter will be 3, like that 99 and 100. Counter 100 say. Next, step 1 means incremented. So counter value becomes 1 not 1. So what we said is vary the counter value from 1 to 100 only. But now the counter becomes 1 not 1, means condition will become false. So end for. So control will come to here and it will stop the program execution. So this is pseudo code for loop. Okay. So similarly, find sum of natural numbers 1 to say 100. Say we'll use number counter as number and sum equal to 0. So in the last class I said whenever you want to update any variable by using addition, so then initialize it to 0. Whenever you are going to update the variable value by multiplication, then set say like fact equal to 1, initialize to 1. Okay, similarly here, so it has number format, type sum equal to 0. For counter 1 to 100, step 1 do sum equal to sum plus counter. So what will be done at the first round? 0 plus 1. Because sum equal to 0, counter is 1, so 0 plus 1, that is 1 only. Sum equal to 1. In the first round, sum becomes 1. Next round, counter will be 2. Counter will be 2. So 1 plus 2. So what is the 3? In the next round, counter will be 3. So 3 plus 3. 2 plus 1 is 3. 3 plus 3, that is 6. In next round, 6 plus 4, that is 10. In next round, counter becomes 5. So 10 plus 5, 15. In the next round, 15 plus 6, 21. Like that up to 100. When again the counter value becomes 1 not 1, so we said the range is fixed to 1 to 100, but the range value now reached to 1 not 1. So this is wrong, means the condition will become false, so that the loop will be terminated and we will set the sum. So this will calculate the like plus 100, means 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus so on up to plus 100. So what will be the value? So that will be stored. So that is called output sum. After that, after for loop, we will say output sum. So this is simple how you can use. Similarly, read 50 numbers and find their sum and average, of course. Here the numbers are fixed, means counter value will be varying from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like up to 100 it is. The numbers are counter value is fixed, like 1, next round it is 2, another round it is 3, like 4. But here we can't say. Read 50 different numbers or 50 numbers and find their sum. So here, so that we will set the loop counter value from 1 to 50. So in order to count, step 1 of course, step 1, okay, step 1 actually it is, step 1, okay, do, enter a number. Each time the computer will ask or prompt us to enter a number, input num. So at the first time we will say enter 10. When counter is 1, we will enter 10. So that 10 will be stored in sum. So 0 plus 10 is nothing but 10. Next, counter value is 2. Again computer will ask enter a number. So this time we will enter say 5. In sum already 10 is there, 10 plus 5, that is 50. Now counter will be 3. System will ask to enter the third number. Okay, next we will enter say 7. 15 plus 7, that is 22. Like that again. So using this counter, say 1 to 50, so this loop will be continued for 50 times. 50 times. So each time it will say enter a number, and in the num variable you are going to input different numbers. So whatever the value you input in the num will be added with the sum value, and sum is going to be updated each time, sum equal to sum plus num. So initially sum is 0 and num is 10, so 0 plus 10 is 10 only, so sum is updated. Next time you input num as 5, okay, so 10 plus 5 is 15, so sum is updated to 15. Next time you input 7 in num, so 15 plus 7 is 22. Next, like that you can enter any integer values. So how much numbers you can input is, it is limited to 50 only, because in our loop we said 1 to 50 means 10. Okay, 1 to 50, that is 50 values. If you say only 5, 1 to 5, so this will have 5 rounds, means you can input only 5 numbers. Okay, when this loop terminates, you will display sum. Suppose here it is say average, so in order to find the average, so after that loop you should say sum divided by 50, because there are 50 numbers. Sum divided by 50, so average equal to sum divided by 50, so you should say output average. So after displaying sum, once again take output average. So like that you can display, so you can read 50 numbers and find their sum and average. Okay, next one, read 10 numbers and find sum of only even numbers. So this type of programs or algorithms have been given to you. Say we will prompt the, or we will say, or the system will ask the user to enter 10 numbers. We cannot say all those numbers are even numbers. So there may be some numbers odd. There may be some odd numbers inputted, or there may be some even numbers inputted. So what you need to do is, so user will input 10 numbers, different numbers using this format. Num, enter a number, say num. There will be 10, isn't it? So loop should vary from 1 to 10. Step 1, enter a number, so you will say 2. This 2 is even number or odd number, so you should check if num percentage 2 equal to 0, 2 percentage 2 equal to 0, yes. If this num is divisible by 2, so means remainder of this 2 percentage 2 will give the remainder 0, so 0 equal to 0. Num percentage 2 is 0, 0 equal to 0, yes. Sum equal to sum plus num, so sum is initially 0, so we will input say 2, sum equal to 2. In the next round, 2, counter equal to 2, so we will input say 3, num as 3. Okay, so if num percentage 2, 3 percentage 2 means you will divide 3 by 2, so remainder equal to 0, no, remainder is 1 now. 3 percentage 2 is remainder 1, 1 equal to 0, no. So if the entered number is odd, we will not consider, or will not add this one with the sum. We are going to add this num when it is only even number. We will check, for that we are going to check here. If num percentage 2 equal to 0 means if it is even, then only we will add this one into sum, otherwise we will go for the next round. Again we will say 4 percentage 2 is 0, okay, 0 is equal to 0, yes, so 2 plus 4, now totally 6 it is. Next we will enter say 7 is odd, 7 percentage 2 is say again 1 equal to 0, no, directly we will go for the next for loop, next counter. Next we will input say 10 is even, so 10 percentage 2 is 0 only, 0 equal to 0, so 2 plus 4 plus 10, that is 6 plus 10, that is 60. Sum equal to 60. Similarly, whenever you input the even numbers, so then it will add to sum. Okay. Similarly, you can enter 10 numbers like 2, 3, 4, 7, 10. So I will enter again once again 12. 12 is also even number. So 12 will be included in this sum. Plus 12. Next I will input 13. So like that. So once 10 numbers are inputted, so it will stop. So loop will be terminated, output sum. Here it will not add all 10 numbers into this sum. It is sum of only even numbers. It will check whether the inputted number is even or odd. How you are going to check the even number? Num percentage 2 equal to 0. So this is the condition. If num percentage 2 equal to 0, then you will add sum equal to sum plus num. Otherwise you will not add that number into sum. Okay. So these are the, what I can say, pseudo codes. Okay. You need to write down all this. You need to write down all these pseudo codes and send me back. Okay. Right from this one, first one. Okay. Whatever is there here, the same thing has to be written. Okay. Next, again, if there are any mistakes, so you need to correct it. Okay. I have made corrections. In some places I have made some corrections. Here it is begin is there. Okay, begin is there. Begin is there. Then number A, comma B is there. Then A equal to 10, B equal to 20. Okay, next. Input your A for driving license, double quote is there. Output age, like that. So you have to write the full sentence here. Next, again check number whether it is positive or negative. So write pseudocode. Again, so this is to compare three numbers. Compare three numbers, say num1, num2, num3. Okay. Next, it is to print numbers from 1 to 100. Okay. It is to find the sum of natural numbers from 1 to 100. It is read 50 numbers and find their sum and average. Okay. How to say 1 to 50. Step 1, actually step counter is wrong. Step 1, do output, enter a number, input sum equal to sum plus num, and for. So like that you need to write. And here average is also asked. So average equal to sum divided by 50. Only after and for you need to write. So you should not write after sum equal to sum plus num. Next line, average equal to sum divided by 50. Should not like that. So once total sum is calculated, final sum is calculated, then only you should attempt to calculate the average itself. Okay, fine. Read 10 numbers and find the sum of only even numbers. So means you have to discard the odd numbers if they entered. Okay, so that's all. Okay, fine.